I would say I'm getting a good workout in right now, but I'd be lying, because this Velotric Thunder 1 only comes in at 36 pounds, which is extremely light, especially for someone who benches like 350 and curls 150 dumbbells each hand, no problem at all. So this bike is a piece of cake. Walk in the park. Literally, I'm in the park. Yeehaw! Since this e-bike is so lightweight, it makes it really great if you live in the city and have to carry it up steps or over top of curbs or just handling it and maneuvering it around. It's really easy to do. It also makes it easy to transport as well if you need to throw it in the back of your truck or your car in my situation. Not only is it easy to lift, it also feels a lot easier to ride. Handling it is really simple. Turning it felt really smooth. It felt like a normal bike would handle, actually. It didn't feel like I was riding a big clunky e-bike. I can also pedal it like a normal bike without having to use pedal assist because it's not heavy and cumbersome. Also, the thin tires help to reduce the friction from the pavement, so you don't have to put as much energy into actually riding your bike. With pedal assist though, it's actually a breeze. You can cruise right along with no problem at all. Taking you back to when I first assembled this e-bike, it was a really simple process. There were very clear instructions, so if you're not a handyman or a handy woman, don't worry, it's a really simple process and it's an easy DIY project. Now that you've had a chance to see this bike in action, let's go through some of the details and the features of this Thunder 1 ST. When you're looking at this color, it comes in lava and a different color as well, I think sand or something else, but I really like this lava color. It really pops and I think it looks sharp. Now moving on to the hand grips, I really like these. They kind of bevel out so they give you more surface area for your palms and I think it feels really comfortable. And it also comes with this little bell. It has 5 different levels of pedal assist. It has Eco, Tour, Normal, Sport, and Turbo. You can cycle through the pedal assist levels with the control panel right here on the left-hand side, or you can actually tap the button right here on the frame and it will cycle through the levels for you as well. This e-bike doesn't come with a thumb throttle, but it still has pedal assist right here on your left-hand side, and it also has a headlight button because there's an integrated headlight right into the front of this. I really like when they integrate lights into an e-bike. It makes one less thing that you have to go out and buy, and it looks really nice if you're riding at dusk, but it doesn't have a rear light built into the frame and built into the technology. It comes with a separate tail light here that you have to install, and it's also battery powered, which you have to hold down the battery to actually operate it. I'm not a big fan of that. I would wish it was integrated into the bike. It has a sleek, nice looking seat that's comfortable, but the suspension on this e-bike isn't that great. It doesn't have front suspension forks, and the seat isn't one of those thick foam seats. It's a little more sleek and slender, and that's because I think this e-bike is more so made to be a road bike. It has thinner tires, it doesn't have front suspension, so I think it'll be better suited for riding on roads or pavement, not necessarily taking on trails like a mountain bike. This e-bike has a 350 watt rear motor, which I felt like it was average going up hills. I didn't struggle by any means going up any of them, but it wasn't like I was racing up them either. It also has a max range of 52 miles, but on average you're probably going to get less than that if you're riding at higher pedal assist levels. And it also has a max speed of 20 miles an hour. Now that leads me to the battery, which in my opinion has pros and cons. The pro is that it's UL certified, which basically means it's undergone a little more quality assurance. They got a certification, that way it's less likely to catch on fire. It's just a better built battery. But the thing that I'm not the biggest fan of is this battery is actually embedded into the frame itself. So I'm someone who lives in Michigan, and in the wintertime, I like to take the battery out of the e-bike and bring it in the house so it's not exposed to the cold temperatures outside. But in this scenario, I'm gonna have to take the whole bike inside. Also, if you're someone who likes to just pop your battery out to go charge it inside, you're not gonna be able to do that with this e-bike. So I'm not the biggest fan that it's actually embedded right here into the frame, but it does look really nice actually. It looks like a normal bike. The weld job on this looks beautiful. It doesn't even look like it's an e-bike. It looks normal. So the pro is it looks really nice. The con is it's not as functional.
without you. Don't be blue without you. Nah, nah. Give me vibrations. Heaven is all around you. Happy now that I found you. Nah, nah. Give me vibrations. Give me vibrations. Nah, nah. Give me vibrations. Give me vibrations.
Let's go through some of the more impressive features about this e-bike that separates it from its competitors. One of the things is the wire and cable management system. I think they do a great job with tucking all the wires into the frame. They're hardly noticeable. They're only shown right here a little bit by the handlebars, and then they get tucked away into the frame and you don't see them. They disappear. It's literally just the e-bike from there on out, which is really nice. It just makes for a cleaner look. Another impressive feature, in my opinion, are the braking system. They use hydraulic brakes in this, and I think that's just a nice touch. It makes for a nice, clean, easy stopping system, and I think it works really well. I like that way better than mechanical brakes, actually. Another unique feature about this Velotric e-bike is that it's made to be one of the smallest, lightest, and quietest hub motors, and it's powered by a torque sensor. I think the way it handles and the torque system that's involved in it is super smooth. It feels like riding a normal bike, whereas a cadence sensor, you can kind of feel it giving you power, but this torque sensor, it feels like a more natural ride. Another really unique thing about this e-bike is that they incorporated Find My app, so that way it can pair your phone to your bike actually, and it's really easy to pair it. All you had to do was follow the instructions in the tutorial video, and then once you get it paired, you can see where your bike is at all times. So if you lose it, if someone stole it, if your wife took it for a ride without telling you, then you can track her down and you can find it right here using Find My. It's a real cool feature. I think that's nice about it. And I like that they included this phone mount. It literally sticks on the back of your phone case like this. You can literally just, I'm doing it left-handed, let me switch hands. You can literally just stick it on your e-bike, spin it, and now it's locked in place. It's not gonna go anywhere. Something else that I wanted to mention though when it comes to this phone mount is that I really personally like it. I think it's cool that they included this. I was going to actually go out and buy myself one of these actually anyways because I think they're so convenient to use. But you might be someone that might not be a fan of it because this is gonna be attached to your phone case and your phone. So now it adds an extra like bulge here that sticks out, which you might not want that in your pocket, or if you're switching your phone between different bikes or different things like that, then it might not be ideal for you. But I'm someone who likes riding e-bikes a lot, so this is really handy and it's super easy to lock it into place and you're good to go. So easy peasy. Something I forgot to mention about these phone mounts is that they're actually compatible with Garmin cycling computer / GoPro phone mounts. So if you ever need to replace it, it's really easy to do that. Something else I forgot to mention is that the headlights on this e-bike are automatic, so when it gets dark outside, they will automatically turn on. You can still control them manually with the button, but it's kind of a nice feature. It feels like one of those new cars that just automatically the headlights turn on, so I think that's kind of a nice feature as well, but back to the video. So what are my overall thoughts about this e-bike? I personally really enjoyed it. I thought the ride experience was great, and I really appreciate that it's an ultra lightweight e-bike. This makes it so much easier when I have to bring it in the house or move it anywhere or haul it. It's just so much easier to move compared to a lot of other e-bikes. I think that this e-bike is mainly designed to be a road bike or riding in the city or on smooth surfaces. If you take this out over bumpy terrain or if you're driving where there's a lot of gravel, I think you'll really notice it. I noticed it a lot when I was riding it today, that if I was hitting bumps, then I can definitely feel it. But when I'm on smooth surfaces, this thing just glides across it and it's super easy to pedal. So I think it really depends what you're using this e-bike for, but if you're using it for smooth surfaces or riding in the city, I think this is gonna work just fine for you. At the time of this recording, this e-bike comes in at $14.99, which is a little bit more expensive than just your cheap, affordable e-bikes, but it's also not like a $2,500 e-bike either. either. So it's kind of in that mid-tier price range, but it still includes a lot of awesome features. I really like that it has hydraulic brakes. I like that it has a torque sensor. I like that it has Find My. It comes with a phone clip. You can literally track your bike to see where it's at all times. So it has a lot of unique features as well that justifies its price range. Overall, I'm really pleased with it. If you're interested in picking up this e-bike, I'll put a link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on another one.